What would you say to someone who struggles with fear in their work, who can't get started because they're just terrified of what putting stuff on the page?
I'm with you. But don't worry about it. Just do it. Just do it. And if you trust anyone, show it to them and see what they say. But um, just do it. If you care about it, just do it. Because that part of you doing it isn't going to hurt you at all. I get the showing it to other people. I totally get that. And maybe you don't ever have to. But the important thing is that you do it, because if you don't do that thing that you really care about, then that's a waste, isn't it? What are you going
It
to do
kind of
instead?
eats you up from the inside too.
Yeah. Just watch TV instead. You know what I mean? No, but
Yeah.
seriously, if you've got something in you, just do it. I know that sounds really lame, but there's too many. I know too many people who've got like abilities and they just go, no, haven't got time. I'm like, oh, that's a shame, because I think that's really good what you do. So
It's really interesting. What is a common myth that students or like younger artists have about working or being a writer in the gaming industry or just in general?
sorry, say that again.
What is a common myth that students or people looking to get into writing have about working or being a writer, either in the gaming industry or in general?
I think in the games industry, people, the general myth about working in the games industry is you just play games all the time. But in terms of like working as a writer in the games industry, it's quite early. I think it's like a very young role, and I think probably it's not quite a myth, but it's like it's for me, it's the wrong way that it's going. Is that people are just copying each other, I think, and maybe the myth is that that's how you should do it. That you should be aping Hollywood movies, or you should be aping other games or whatever. For me, like being a writer in games, you should be bringing something new. It should be like writing for anything. That like, if you're going to write a book, then make that book worth printing, make that book worth reading. Don't just write a book that's going to be read on the toilet, or or going to be on some nonsense book rack, for an airport read or whatever. Write, just push yourself and try something that feels new. And if you've got nothing in you new, maybe you shouldn't be writing it in the first place. That's terrible advice. But no, I don't know. I don't know if I know any myths. Maybe there's a myth that everyone's got a book in them. I don't agree with that. Maybe it's true they've all got a book in them, but maybe they're not good books.
Ow, sick burn.
Yeah, but there's too much out there, isn't there? There's so many terrible books. I'm a real snob when it comes to that, though. I'm like, yeah, I've read too many terrible books. I'm like that. I suddenly get halfway through going, oh, no, I can't carry on. It's just word salad.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like that. Like, especially, this isn't my style. It doesn't mean that it's bad, but people that just use really, like, they just throw in really big words to sound smart, but it's like, okay, please just say what you mean, man. Please.
Yeah, totally. Do you know, Don DeLillo is one of my all-time favorite writers, and he's very like the opposite of that. He is. There's few better than him at putting words together, but he doesn't do that thing where it's like big words.
Hmm. I feel like whatever you should say, you should just say it loudly. Like, it's the most satisfying thing. There's a musician that I really love. Her name is Dodie, and she just puts these huge, enormous feelings, but puts them in like this one sentence, and then it hits you
Mm.
all at once.
Mm.
That's what I love.
I think that's more of a talent though, because anyone can memorize a dictionary, but it's like how you put those things you memorize together. It's
Mhm.
all about, like how many notes there are and in music. It's all about how you put those notes together. It's not about the super fanciest or super fast or whatever is impressive. It's like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it's about feeling, isn't it? It's about putting feelings through.
Yeah, for sure. What do you wish you were taught about the industry or like working with a team of people?
It's not that fun. I certainly before like I came to Sweden, the games industry wasn't that fun. It was just long hours away from home for a long time, bad food. Um, and you always get those people who get shown around when you're pulling your next all-nighter, and people being shown around the studio going, "Oh, it must be fun playing games all day," and like the glares they got when they walked out the room.
Yeah.
Could have stabbed someone, but no, it's um, it's a lot more fun now. Sweden generally is like cares about people and wants people to have a good work-life balance. So um, but yeah, it's certainly in the beginning it was. Don't expect this to be like playing games at home. It's not the same.
Yeah, that's good advice. We made it to the last question.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is something that you thought was scary, but you were over. What is something that you thought was scary, but you were able to overcome or get through?
Oh, I've got that. I've got that ready. Do you know what? It's public speaking.
That's totally valid.
I uh, I was an emotional wreck talking in front of people. Even at my wedding, before we moved to Sweden, and these were all my family and friends. I was like, "Yeah, everyone, nice, really nice to see you. Bye." And so, ever since I'm like that, I blew that chance to say something lovely because I was so worried about saying anything. But when I worked on Little Big Planet Vita, I got the chance to go on this to demo the game for the press at a place called Gamescom in Germany, and I had to talk for like an hour, 4 times a day, for 4 days, for one after the other.
Oh, that's a
I didn't,
crash
I
course
didn't,
for
I
sure.
didn't
Yeah.
know that that's what was happening until it was too late. And so I had to just get over it. And it was rubbish. I've got to be honest. It was really rubbish. But I got through it and I hadn't died. So then I got a chance to go on a European tour for Little Big Planet as well, where it was a new country every day. And you were presenting the game to the press again. And it just got a little bit easier. And I'm like, do you know what? 1 minute there, I felt like I was being myself, like a bit more comfortable and not reading from a script and not being crippled with shyness or whatever. I was like able to be myself a bit like I am at home. And I enjoyed that feeling. And so I kept doing it. And now it's been part of my job for years. Like I love it. Like talking to you now, 10 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, hello, yeah, I made Little Nightmare, bye."
Mhm.
But instead, it's like it's a lovely feeling to be able to talk to people about stuff you care about.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think they feel it as well. You probably haven't,
Hey.
but I don't know, Dave. Actually, I didn't really get anything. No, but you know what I mean. Like whenever you're talking to journalists or fans, even like who want to talk to you, it's just lovely. It's like you get a chance to actually tell people what was in your heart and in your head when you were doing something you care about. So I just love it. I would do it at the drop of a hat now.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think everybody Like I had to go through that similar journey too, but when I was like younger. Like I'm not sure. Do you know TEDx talks and stuff? I had to do one when I was like 13 and it was awesome, but during the dress rehearsal, I got up onto the stage because this is the first time we saw the stage, right? The lights blinded me. I had a mic in my ear. I looked out and I couldn't remember a word of like my 7 minute speech, and I had to do it the next day. But somehow it happened. It worked. It was fine. It was exactly like how you were saying. Once you do it so many times,
Yeah.
you find the you in it, and then it's like, okay, I'm not performing anymore. This is actually me.
Yeah. That's so impressive that you did that at 13.
Thanks.
Really is. It's like at 13, there's no way. I'd have been
Oh, I didn't
100
tell
miles and running.
we were just talking about Hamilton, right? So the planting seeds in a garden you never get to see, that is the thing that actually inspired 13-year-old me to like write the speech. So it was just musicals. That's it. And then I just I got a chance and it happened. It's insane.
There's very few musicals I love.
Mm.
I'm a terrible musical. I love music, but musicals, I'm like that. Unless it's Bugsy Malone or maybe Annie at a push. All right, and Dirty Dancing. I guess that's technically a musical as well, isn't it? But that's really nice that Hamilton has made a 13-year-old. That's just
I know, right?
crazy
Like
to me.
it is insane. One day I will get Lin-Manuel Miranda on these interviews. One day.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you had me, so there's only one more place to go, and that's Lin-Manuel Miranda, surely.
For sure. You're amazing. This is awesome. Just the work you create and everything. It's just so much fun. Thank you for doing it. Do you want to give your contact information where people can find you or your work or the stuff that you create?
No, I don't have any of that really. I'm kind of absent from everything. I literally just quit Facebook as well. So I
had to go on such an adventure trying to find your LinkedIn. I was almost about to pay for LinkedIn Premium.
You know, LinkedIn feels like a safe place for me.
Mm.
I had someone contact me. This is why I quit Facebook. Someone contacted me through Facebook Messenger a few weeks ago, telling me I was going to hell for creating Little Nightmares. Don't you believe in God? You will burn in hell forever.
Oh, that's
like that.
Stupid.
Bye, Facebook.
Yeah.
So like that's my private life, man. Don't do this. Not over a game.
Yeah, for sure. That's stupid. Real Christians wouldn't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any last thoughts? Any last messages you'd like to say?
No, it's just been a delight talking to you. So
thank you.
Thanks for wanting to talk to us, and yeah, I hope whatever we do next is something that scars you in a similar way.
Wow, that was really beautiful way with words.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna say bye to
the
camera. You want to say bye to the camera? Hello, audience.
Bye to the camera.
Bye to the camera.
Bye.